Hi, Jake.
Hello, youth in government. This past summer, I was given the humbling opportunity to visit 501 Auburn Avenue. Or in other words, childhood home, birthplace, and National Historic Site of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. As several of us shuffled through the doorway to enter the house, I was astonished. Looking around, I saw a living room with chairs, a couch and a rug to the left, and a staircase with family photos on the right. As I continued through the house, I saw bedrooms with nightstands, tapestry, a children's play area, a dining room with a large table, paintings, curtains, and even a backyard. Now at this point, you're probably wondering to yourself why I'm so fascinated by basic interior design. Well, the truth is, it wasn't the actual items that I found interesting. It was what they represented. What intrigued me was the fact that despite minor differences like the coal furnace or the ice chest laying on the ground, the house was filled with perfectly normal, perfectly regular, day-to-day items that could be found in any of our houses today. I was standing in the birthplace of one of the most influential people to ever live, and everything was just normal. Someone that mobilized a movement reaching millions around the world didn't come from an extraordinary beginning. Someone who led a march with hundreds of thousands of demonstrators and won a Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts of equity did not come from an extraordinary beginning. Someone who willingly dived headfirst into the impoverished conditions in the city of Chicago simply to bring attention to it did not come from an extraordinary beginning. Someone who publicly opposed the status quo of the greatest perceived nation in the face of the earth did not come from an extraordinary beginning. Your perception of your ability expands monumentally when you realize that everything that we know was established by people no different than you are. Dr. King dedicated his life to try to impact the law of the land. He worked to change the way everyday people perceive the world around them. It was his arsenal of character that served him, guided by nothing more than his passion for justice. Now, if I asked you to make a list of everything you would need to deeply impact millions of people around the world and uproot a rotten core of a society, what would be on that list? Money? People? Time? Chances are, if we compared our lists with one another, we would notice an identical resemblance. A list of resources commonly referred to as power. However, the reason Dr. King was so successful in his efforts was not because of these material items on our lists. In fact, you'd be surprised to learn that his list was blank. What Martin Luther King needed to create his wave in the still waters that was humanity was a list of items that could not be felt, seen, or smelled. Dr. King was driven, empathetic, passionate, and courageous. It is with these things that great leaders around the world came to be. Agents of change such as Gandhi, Maya Angelou, Shirley Chisholm, Cesar Chavez, Angela Davis, and Harvey Milk, James Baldwin were all able to spark movements because of their dedication to fight for what is right. Each and every one of them came to the realization that the recognition of injustice doesn't do anything to stop it. For years, we have acknowledged the severity of issues such as climate change, poverty, drugs, crime, and healthcare, yet it has done nothing. For years, we have acknowledged that women get mistreated in the workplace, and yet it has done nothing. For years, we have acknowledged time and time again videos of unarmed black men getting brutally slain by those sworn to protect and serve, yet it has done nothing. In order for there to be progress in any field, we must work to take the first step that starts the march. Pick up the pen that collects the signatures. Speak the words that start a discussion. As we are gathered here today in remembrance of one of the most iconic shapers of this place we call home, let us not forget what it took to shape it. Because the courage that it takes to change anything in this world will only truly shine when you have convinced yourself first that change is needed. Thank you.